We have issues with housing security, healthcare, with the myriad of other issues. And to be making the LGBTQ agenda priority over those priorities, to me, show you that as a country, we really don't understand. We really don't understand what must be the priorities of the people. I recall some time ago, last week we were talking about the USAID. You remember? And I said to Jamaica, if an audit was ever done, you remember I said, if an audit was ever done on the programs that are done in Jamaica and the monies that are spent in Jamaica, you would be amazed. You remember I said it to you? You remember I said it to you, Jamaica? If an audit was ever done on the initiatives that the USAID does in Jamaica, and who is getting the funding and whether or not the funding is being used properly. Who remember when I said it? Who remember when I said it, Jamaica? And I said to you, from time to time, your prime minister must tell us the meeting and the money when we get from Kamala Harris and the US. He must tell us where the money for and where use the money do. You remember saying it to you, Jamaica? Hey. You remember I said to you, Jamaica, if an audit was ever done and you check the facts of the funds that come to Jamaica and what they are used for, you would be surprised. Remember me say, you want me to talk it, you say to me say to you, say me can't talk it yet, you soon see. But Jamaica, you have a crisis in our hospitals. You have a crisis in our education system. You have a crisis on our roads. You have a crisis with our water distribution system. And what the USAID funding came for Jamaica to do was very alarming. I'm going to say it again. You have a crisis in our hospitals. Would you agree? You have a crisis in our schools. Wouldn't you agree? We have a security crisis. Wouldn't you agree? We have a crisis when it comes on to the violation of citizens in this country. Wouldn't you agree? Basically, we have a crisis in almost every sector of Jamaica. We have a crisis when it comes on to food production and our agricultural output. And the priority of the US aid to Jamaica was to fund the LGBTQ agenda in Jamaica. We have a crisis in housing. We have a...
What can go so?
And people are saying, oh, Andre, you're watching Fox News. Listen to this, Jamaica. We have to listen to every aspect of the news, you know. So it could have been Fox, it could have been CNN. I don't know if this is propaganda. But listen to this, Jamaica.
$43 million on a gas station in Afghanistan that had no customers. Still less, though, than what Biden paid for a charging station here. $1.5 million to promote gays, lesbians, and trans in Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy. $4 million for trans Serbians. $5.5 million for gay rights in Uganda. Over $6 million for men who have sex with men in South Africa. That's just how it was described. $17 million to promote inclusion in Vietnam. It's just probably another way of saying it went to trans. We carpet bombed them and then we paid them to cross-dress. $25 million to promote green transportation in Georgia, not the state, the country. And it's not like we took the money and bought them electric cars. We just paid a shady agency to put up a billboard that says, buy electric cars. $1 million for Arab and Jewish photographers. Are you Jewish?
CNN, I am told, also have the same news. So many persons might say, oh, Andre's propaganda. But there was a U.S. congresswoman who was talking about it. But I am saying, in any case, Jamaica, we have so many other issues that is affecting Jamaica. Would you agree? We have issues with housing security, healthcare, with the myriad of other issues. And to be making the LGBTQ agenda priority over those priorities, to me, show you that as a country, we really don't understand. We really don't understand what must be the priorities of the people. We really not understand what I am saying. If your priority was housing or development or agriculture, I can understand. But if you are going to invest in the LGBTQ, invest more. Andrew Mack, no come tell me, say, oh, me ignorant to global politics. Andrew Mack, me will block you, you know. Don't come insult me over here. Don't do it, Andrew Mack. Because seeing that you know global politics, you're not going to start your one podcast and go talk about the other things them in the country. You're rude. Very rude. Very rude. I mean, not black on over here, you know. If you not have a rude and disrespectful comment and slandering, it's all over the media. Fox talk about it, but other newsrooms have spoken about it. And here is my talk, Jamaica. Here is my simple talk. If you are going to fund a particular agenda, quadruple the funding for water, quadruple the funding for housing, quadruple the funding for education, quadruple the funding for agriculture. That's my argument, Jamaica. You hear what I said? If you are going to promote but quadruple, double, triple Jamaica, the funding that you give for healthcare, education, security, agriculture. That's my argument. And that's a simple, reasonable argument. You can't be promoting one with that amount of funds when other aspects of Jamaica is suffering. And Jamaicans don't know. Jamaicans were not aware that this level of funding was given to this government. But yes, Jamaica, it was. It was. And my argument is, you can't be promoting and putting a specialized agenda on one thing when so many other aspects of our development is being stifled in this country. Who got the money? Who got the partnerships? Who got the money? Who got the partnerships? Who did the programs? Think about that tonight. Who did those programs, Jamaica? Where did the funds go to? What project was it done on? Remember, we were a signee to the Samoa Agreement, you know. So I want to know who got the grant funding. Thank you, Maxine. Who got the aid? Where did those funds come from? It came from Usaid. That whole heap of money. Think about that tonight. Think about that tonight.